Hello folks, the Celtic Nerd here bringing you another nerdy video. Your eyes do not deceive you folks. I am finally tackling one of my favorite RPGs of all time, Mass Effect. As you can see, we are playing the Legendary Edition. Now folks, Mass Effect is one of those few franchises that I did not initially pre-order when I got into it. Assassin's Creed, Dragon Age, all those other ones I actually pre-ordered and I got into the game like when they launched. But Mass Effect, oh my god, I had no interest in Mass Effect until my friend showed me some gameplay of Mass Effect 1 when I was hanging out at his house. I was chilling on his floor as he sat on his bed. He was playing Mass Effect. I'm playing with his Lego because I fucking love it. Lego. Go figure. It's because I'm autistic. But anyway, so he shows me some gameplay and I'm just like, oh, can I try it? And then and I fell in fucking love. Like, oh my god, folks. But okay, so alright, so I want to cover some topics before I dive into the game, folks. Okay, so one, this is on PC. I'm hoping that my computer can run it stably. It's the first time I'm launching it on PC. I normally play it on my Xbox. Now, that being said, there's some things I want to talk about first. First off, I want to let my comments, my thoughts about the whole Game Pass price hike be known. I'm against it. First off, I want to make that perfectly clear. I'm fucking against it. Now, I also find it curious that the price hike is only happening in the US. Now, current US Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members, they're not seeing their price hike until November 3rd, I believe. Or was it November 10th? It was November anyway of this year that their prices will go up. Now, when I first heard this news, folks, I immediately jumped onto my Xbox and I'm checking my how much are they charging, because it was supposed to launch on October. It was supposed to launch today, or was October 1st. Anyway, it was supposed to launch. So I jump on my Xbox. I'm checking like what's the price they're going to charge me in November. It's the same price. And I'm like, okay, am I did I just fall for a lie? So I jump onto Google, type, and several articles talk about its US price hike, and I'm curious, like, what type of justification can Microsoft have to increase the price of the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate by 50 goddamn % in America? Now, folks, you could say I'm an Xbox loyalist. Now, don't get me wrong, I will call it the faults of the consoles. The Xbox One was it was decent, but like, because they attempted to make it a one-stop home entertainment system, it suffered greatly in terms of gameplays and all that stuff. And like, I don't like that. I did not like how they were trying to make it a home entertainment system. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad that they tried something, but no, it did not work. I hate it. It was a bad call. The Xbox Series X is running very well. I'm having like fuck all issues with it. Even games that supposedly are very buggy, I'm having no problems on launch with them. Like, very few bugs I've ever encountered with any of the games. There's no real stuttering or anything like that. It runs extremely smoothly. The Xbox Series X does. So now, despite all that, so again, you can accuse me of being an Xbox loyalist. I loved what they did with Game Pass. It was absolutely amazing. I loved how they started rolling in extra benefits to the Game Pass. They gave us so much for so long with the Game Pass Ultimate. Like, I hardly play games on the PC, folks. When I play a game or buy a game on PC, it's through Steam. It's rarely through Xbox. So, like, I was really only benefiting from certain perks, but I stayed subscribed because there were other perks besides from the PC game library. And I was a big fan. I absolutely loved it. I was like, yeah, you know what? Even though I'm not using the PC library as often, take my money. You know, take my money. I want to support this mentality. You are giving so much. You gave us like what was it, 2 free games a month? Oh no, it was 4 free games a month, and then I think they dialed it back to like 2, and then they've slowly phased it out. But like, I built up a massive game library because of that system, and because I was a Game Pass Ultimate member. There was incredible savings that we were getting. There was like, yeah, you save 10% off on games that are in the Game Pass if you want to permanently own them. That's a nice discount, but then that's stacked on top of other discounts, like, you know, sales, and every week they have deals. So it was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. I'm a big defender of like the whole thing, and I again, like, the reason why I'm sticking with Xbox is because they don't believe in exclusivity. I hate the idea of exclusive. I want PlayStation players and PC players to play the same games I am. Like, you know, I want, like, it's all just fun. We're all just supposed to be having fun, which is why I don't agree with Nintendo, especially Nintendo and Sony. I could even forgive their price increase a little bit of the Xbox Series X. They went from, what was it? I think it went a €50 increase over the course of since it came out. I think maybe €100 increase. But like, okay, it's still somehow I can semi forgive that. Like, it's I'm straining, but I can vaguely forgive it. But like, I do not agree with this 50% price hike on the US players. But anyway, okay, so I want to get those thoughts out of the way. The next things I do want to say now. I mentioned this in my video updating about my channel, but I'm just going to repeat it here. The reason why, folks, I am playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition is because of EA just got bought by a private investing group that has ties to what's it called, Saudi Arabia, and also they also have ties with Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law. Now again, I can't verify that, but again, I've read articles where apparently he has ties to this group, and they've already talked about using AI to help make their games, and I like, no. Fuck no. Keep AI, except for the AI that needs to run the NPCs and make decisions for the NPCs. Like, no, do not use AI in terms of character designs or, you know, programming. Like, no, just no. Do not use the AI. Keep the AI in video games the way it should be, which is the enemy makes decisions based on your actions. Like, if I'm shooting an enemy, obviously have an AI that tells the enemy to then get behind cover. That is fine. That's the AI I want, or as I like to refer to it as Mass Effect, a VI, because it's not truly AI. It will eventually peek out. Eventually the character will occasionally peek out as I'm still shooting in that area. But yeah, no. Just absolutely keep AI out of any of the creation process. Another thing I'm concerned about is, now Saudi Arabia is a theocratic. I cannot pronounce it. Their laws and pretty much the entire country is ruled by their religious belief, and they have very strong views on certain things in the world, things that are considered quote unquote woke. And Mass Effect and Sims and Dragon Age, I feel like pretty much BioWare, folks. Now again, they own BioWare because BioWare is a subsidiary to EA. They are owned by EA, and I'm hoping to God someone else comes in and buys BioWare. I'm really hoping to God someone comes in and buys BioWare. That doesn't have any kind of agenda, left or right. I just want someone to buy BioWare who just loves video games, who loves amazing RPG storytelling. Because fuck it wasn't EA. EA fucked BioWare over a lot. But anyway, so because of that whole quote unquote anti-wokeness, which again, they are very anti-gay, LGBTQ plus, all that. I feel like Mass Effect and BioWare could have a similar vanishing act akin to what happened with the game The Crew made by Ubisoft. And again, keep in mind, folks, Ubisoft didn't get punished by any kind of law or governmental body. They were legally able to just take away the game The Crew from people's digital libraries. You can't unless you have that game already installed, you cannot play that game anymore. So as such, I decided I'm going to cover Mass Effect a lot earlier. So for the next while on my channel, I'm going to be streaming more Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm going to be playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and I'm going to be playing more Dragon Age The Veilguard. Now, looking enough with the Dragon Age franchise, at least I'm in the final game and I'm making some decent progress in it. But like, no, Mass Effect is a great franchise and I need to get through it. And I do plan to get through Mass Effect Andromeda as well, and I don't know what this new purchase will mean for Mass Effect 4. We don't know yet, or if it's going to be a full-on reboot and it's just going to be titled Mass Effect. I don't know. But anyway, we do know that there was in production a new Mass Effect game. Now, that being out of the way, let's actually talk about my playthrough of this, folks. Alright, so enough about the horrors of some things. Let's dive into what I've actually done to my Mass Effect game on PC. So, I'm going to read now. The mods are listed in alphabetical order, so I'm just going to read them out. Now, it's a lot, folks, so bear with me. I actually spent a better part of like 12 plus hours downloading and installing all these and looking through 99 pages of Nexus mods. Okay, so the following mods I have installed are A Little Help From My Friends, a lot of videos for Legendary Edition 1, advanced weapon modules for LE1, LE mean Legendary Edition, 1 obviously mean referring to the first game, Align's uniform consistency, casual hubs for LE1, charted worlds for LE1, Dr. Hart's experiments, eclectic emails LE1, enhanced class Saren boss encounters, enhanced / classic Saren boss encounters, galaxy map trackers LE1, Halcyon Hair Pack LE1, Hot Labs Restored LE1, Immersive Normandy Transmissions. Oh wait, no, that one's not installed. I tried to install, but it conflicts with something else. Keepers Finders, LE1 Community Patch, LE1 Diversification Project, LE1 Side Loader Framework, Liara Consistency mod LE1, LE2, and LE3 Face. Mako Squad Mate Banter, folks. I'm going to just give a shout out to that mod in particular first, because it takes the elevator banter and puts it in the Mako. Mass Effect 3 N7 Armor, Mission Timings, Normandy Rapid Transit, Pinnacle Station DLC. Yes, folks, the DLC that they cut from the Legendary Edition. I found a mod that restores that cut DLC. Pistols for Combat Cutscenes LE1, Private Message Terminal LE1, Protein Consistency LE1, Quick Loo, Remove Pharaoh's Color Filter, Replenish Grenades LE1, as in like when you're on the Normandy you can replenish your grenades before a mission starts, Saren Stages LE1, Skip Minigames LE1, Tally Consistency mod. So folks, now some of those mods are definitely more so to build on some immersion and, you know, make the world feel more populated, and to allow Shepard and the squad to wear casual clothes on the Citadel instead of walking around in their armor when everyone else is wearing casual clothes. I've also added some mods that should help accelerate the game and to skip some of the more annoying processes of the game. So, yeah. Now, some of those mods I read off are actually not installed. I remember there was a few conflicts, and the mod manager that I have installed, it immediately detects what mod is, if there's going to be a mod conflict, and it stops you from installing a mod to prevent the conflict, which I fucking like. I wish the Nexus Vortex mod manager did that. But it doesn't. It just allows you to install mods willy-nilly. Hell, some of the mods didn't even install. It didn't even download if there was a full-blown conflict. Like, it was really good. Now, at the start of every game, I will read the mod list again for each different individual game. Because remember, folks, this is not just one game. It is 3. So I don't know how to properly test if the mods are actually installed. Crash report, yeah, on. English voiceover, that's for thing. Controller vibration off. I hate controller vibration being on. Oh, turn that off. There we go. I just want to make sure that's off. Okay. Gameplay feedback. Very closer data to vice person. You know what? No, because you're not. You just got bought out. You are not really going to improve this game. It is super old. Okay, it's time to start, folks. I'm excited! Okay, you should be seeing... Oh my god, it changes the window, folks. I am so sorry. Give me a moment. Actually, if I change this to LG... that could fix the... Sorry, folks. The game is... okay. Oh. There we go. Because the way this game does things is... it opens one window for the launcher, and then it closes that window and reopens a whole new launcher. So, bear with me, folks. So I have to go through audio settings as well. Okay, so I need to look for splash screen. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, open up OBS. Folks, just give me a sec. Alright, no, okay, it's still not appearing on OBS. Give me again, folks, just give me a moment while I try and fix this. It might be a situation where I'm just going to have to go with capture screen. So yeah, there we go. That works. Alright, now I do have some people joining me for a private screening at the time of me recording this, so I'm just going to quickly change their view so that they can see it. Change stream, entire screen, there we go. Okay, and I do need to quickly check something, folks, real quick. I'm just going to mute myself because I got a message and the person sent me a voice message instead of a text message. Okay, that's that done. Okay, so everyone can see, everyone can hear. Grand. Alright, let me just load down my tele because I don't want it to be double picked up by my television and thing. I need to turn up the capture on my OBS. There we go. I want that to be getting possibly into the yellows. There we go. Alright. I'm just going to check options, see if we can see the... There we go! Okay, so we got the mod controlled game settings. So that clearly shows that the mods I'm installing are correct. Because the mod launcher says you don't need to use the launcher to launch the game. You just need to install the mods, but I was a bit doubtful. But it's time for us to start. Now, folks, as you can see, I'm
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested.
I'm starting completely from scratch.
Establishing secure connection.
On PC. On Xbox, I have
secure connection confirmed.
I actually do have a save that I was going to use to stream Mass Effect when I finally eventually got to it. But in the end, I was like, you know what?
Please log in
with
to
the potential
profile.
access to this game. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I don't recall this.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile.
Okay, so yeah.
Confirm pre-service history.
That's cool. I don't recall that animation. Alright, so we're going to choose our background, folks. Spacer, or both our parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to post and never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. Colonist. Now, each one does have has things that carry over to each game. I am going to go with Spacer because I feel like that has way more consequences, if I recall.
Confirm psychological profile.
And then we're going to go Ruthless, folks. By the way, folks, I am going Renegade. I am going to be the Special Forces soldier that will do whatever it takes to get the job done.
Confirm
So we are
military
ruthless.
specialization.
Now, normally, I am going to go Adept, folks, because I love the idea of using... Oh my god, seriously. One sec, folks. Hello? Sorry about that, folks. I had to get a call because apparently because of a storm that's going on in Ireland, some people are without power. So yeah. Alright, so what was I saying? Yes, I'm going to go Adept. It is a bit... There is an issue with it in Mass Effect 1, where it takes you a long while to get your powers back, whereas in Mass Effect 2 and 3, you could play through the entire game as an Adept and you wouldn't have to worry about, what's it called... you know, your powers. You would just go from one power to another because they all had different cooldowns. Whereas in Mass Effect 1, all your powers shared the same cooldown. It's incredibly annoying. I thought they would have patched it. And as you can see, we're going to be going light armor as well.
Confirm facial identification.
Now I could go with the iconic Shepard, but I always like to make small changes. So yeah, here we go. Here's the default one. So let's see. There's a preset I normally start with. There you go. I think that's it. Alright, we're gonna make them. Oh, we're gonna make them lighter. Lower down the complexion, head. Let's lower that neck thickness down low. Let's... Yeah, okay, yeah, that's... I noticed it's more so affecting his cheeks. Okay, and then cheek width. I'm okay with the ears. Okay. There's nothing really for the nose. Oh wait, there it is. The nose has its own separate option. Eyes. Here we go. Eyes. There we go. Trying to get him to look towards me. You know, I'm okay with the eyes. I would. It's there you go. Those red eyes stand out a bit. So back out. Jaw. Not too bad. No, not too bad. Nose. Maybe. Ooh, God no. Let's see. Yeah, okay. That's I think the best I'm gonna get it. Depth. What's depth? What does depth do? Oh. There you go. Not bad. Now for the hair. There we go. Beard, none. Hair color. We're gonna go auburn. Or I can go real sci-fi with it and go with the ridiculous shades, but we'll go auburn. There we go. I think that's auburn. And then match it. The facial hair. There we go. And for scar, as per usual, I always like to give my characters an eye scar. There it is. It's a little bit of a unification for all my characters. There's always some kind of eye scar that I give my characters. And then finalize.
Profile reconstruction complete.
And I do like how they don't bother with a body type, folks, because your character is going to be your standard athletic, regardless of gender and whatnot, because you are a soldier.
Identification confirmed.
Alright, auto leveling off, turned off. Level scaling. In classic mode, the original level 160 range will be used instead of the new 1 to 30 level range. XP and talent points progression remain the same, but the number of levels is doubled. We'll go 1 to 30. Subtitles on. Squad mates powers. Determines which skills and talents squad mates will use in combat. Yeah, we'll go defensive. And as for combat, we'll just keep it normal, folks. I'm more focused on the story than I am about, you know, demonstrating like how good I am at this game. No, we're going to just focus on the actual story. If I want, I would really actually lower it down. Now we do have to sort out some mod settings first, so here we go. Let's see, enabled. Pharaoh's data recovery backtracking. Allows you to backtrack through Pharaohs to complete Pharaoh's data recovery after completion of the main mission. The option is currently disabled. Let's enable it. I'm surprised it's not giving me an option for this. See, now I'm getting all these fucking notifications now. That is gonna do my fucking head in now because of this whole setup. If I can, I'm gonna try and transfer the display. Oh, okay. So because of other mods, these options cannot be touched. Okay. Make a squad mate banter. Yeah, I don't mind them repeating. Let's see. 2 minutes by default. So the listener helps determine the minimum time between banter triggers. A random number will be chosen between the lower bound and the upper bound. We'll say 1 minute for the lower bound, and then the upper bound will say 5 minutes. So that way we can more so quickly see the relationship build up between characters. Alright, so we'll go back. Alliance uniforms consistency. Biotic Unity hostage are affiliated with the Alliance and wear their uniform. This option can okay. Change Engineer Adams' uniform to either regular fatigues or formal dress blue. That's a good question for this one. Oh, do I want him in fatigues or? But he is an officer. That's the thing, folks. He is an officer. So, and he is in charge of all that engine section. So you know what? I'm gonna put him in a uniform. Let's see. Diversification project. Bring down the sky timer. So, what's this? When reloading a save, the timer approximates how much time you should have left based on what activities you complete on next. Was there? Oh, yeah, okay. I remember that there is a time limit on that mission. Let's see here. I remember me for makes the colonist background quest. I remember me available for space partners. Okay, that doesn't matter to us because we're oh no, we are a spacer. Sorry, we are a spacer. So yeah, okay, that makes sense. Removes the two ambient lines of dialogue about the female human consort acolyte being the first to make sense with the two restored male acolytes. Female Turian chorus dancers. Female Turians will be present as dancers. Okay, yeah. Alliance ships. The alliance ships will be consistent with the Mass Effect 3 designs. Okay. Alliance ships will be consistent with Mass Effect 1 design now. Just remove the Kodiak shuttle from. Okay, we'll go with default. Okay, we went through those options, so I guess we closed them. Confirm your choices and start the game. Yep. You will be able to change the settings anytime from the pause screen or load one save one to make further changes prior to the prologue. Confirm.
Well, what about Shepard? He's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of his life.
Military service runs in the family. Both his parents were in the Navy.
He got most of his unit killed on Torfin.
He gets the job done, no matter what the cost.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remain. I'm not going to be able to keep up with that. You read it, folks. If you need to read it, if you need to pause it, pause it. Because I felt like... Actually, okay, you know what? Maybe there would have been time for me to read it aloud. Remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. Decades... Okay, yeah, no. See, I started too late. I would have had time. I'm sorry, folks. I will say I am enjoying the fact that my GPU is at
the Arcturus Prime relays in range.
At the highest 80%, and my CPU is at the highest 60-70%. So it looks like I can run this game. Okay, this GPU brand. Oh yeah, I said that was. That's
we are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination.
Now, see, I like how we're in our
Relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector.
Fatigues for this mission. Like we're not quite.
All stations secure for transit.
Leaving yet. Now, the true test of this mod is going to be. Sorry, my computer is going to be when we get to. What's it called? The
board is green. Approach run has begun.
Oh no, I love the sound effect. The nostalgia.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
That sound, folks, brings so much nostalgia.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal mission sync engaged. All systems online.
And, okay.
Drift, just under 1500K.
Look at how also, because
1500
I
is
wouldn't
good.
bring this up
Your captain will
once
be
we
pleased.
get to our first dialogue option.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Okay, so now at the start of this game, folks, during this prologue, Shepard would be in his armor. You'll be in your armor for some. I know to select things. I'm talking game. Let me talk to potential viewers. The game would put you in your armor. Now you wouldn't have your helmet equipped, if I recall correctly. But the thing is, why are you wearing your armor? The other two members of your squad, one of which is sitting next to the pilot, Caden, he's not wearing his armor, and neither is the other squad member. So why was your character specifically wearing his armor? So that's why one of the mods I installed was to basically you wear your fatigues before you go out on your first mission. Alright, let's see. How is my character going to be a hard ass by the books guy? No, you know what? We're a bit casual. We bend the rules to get the job done.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting up.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room.
That awkward moment when you sort of
You get that,
mention
Commander?
another friend to a friend, but then it turns out that other friend is hanging out with the friend that you're talking to, and they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you're on speaker."
Great. You pissed the captain off, and now I'm going to pay for it.
Don't blame me. The captain's always in a bad mood.
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Okay, my frames per second's also pretty decent. We're in like the low. I'll say 80s to 100s. Like that's pretty good. Let's see, what graphics settings did my game install on? Okay, we can actually change monitors, folks. So I'm actually going to change this to another monitor, so that way, if I get any kind of like notifications, there's like it's not going to be constantly. I'm not going to have to constantly deal with it like that popping up. Let's see here. Wow, there is no graphic detail setting. There we go. Wait for the thing to pop up. Okay, the game's not popping up, folks. There we go. There we go. Yep. All right, and now I'll switch everything back over to my other monitor. Give me a sec, folks. Also, I need to change this. All right. There you go. There we go. Move this over here. Set this over here. We can close these two things here. Close Nexus. Okay, and then I'll move OBS over as well now. There we go. And then we'll click back onto the game. There we go. Is there any other settings that I need to worry about? Gameplay? No. Okay. Squad. We're gonna toggle the. Okay, I won't let us toggle the helmet. Surprisingly, they gave us all the weapons? Okay, maybe it's the controller, but... Here we go. Okay, so it's not just the thing, it's the whole... Okay. There's normally things we can activate for the codex. Get a little bit of extra XP.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Info's on a need-to-know basis, Presley. Just follow the orders you're given.
Understood, Commander.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. It's something Nihilus isn't.
See, and then here's your other squad mate. Now, he is also fairly unique because he actually gets to wear a beret.
No. What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Marines are meant to fight. You just fix us up when we're done.
I know how things work, Commander. I've seen my share of combat, but it's foolish to go looking for trouble. You could both take a lesson from the captain. He's not afraid of combat, but he knows the value of restraint, too.
Sorry, Doc, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Do your job, follow my orders, and there won't be any problems.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on Torfin. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
This mission isn't about personal glory, Corporal. We have a job to do. Don't do anything stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not gonna screw this up.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. What you did on Torfin, that's what they're looking for. Success at any cost, ruthless efficiency, show no mercy.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I suppose the Council could revoke the Spectre status of an agent who got out of hand. At that point, Citadel Security Services would take over.
Those C-Sec grunts wouldn't stand a chance. The Spectres were 20 ordinary soldiers. The Spectres police themselves. An agent goes rogue, they send another agent to take him down. That's Spectre justice.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
How do you control agents with...
Okay, for some reason that prompt
romantic legends
changed.
with reality, Commander.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I'm a Marine, not some tourist on vacation.
It's more than just a tourist destination, isn't it, Shepard? Eden Prime is a symbol of your people. A perfect little world on the edges of your territory. Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
Are you trying to scare me, Spectre?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple
Oh,
shakedown.
I think I might have forgotten to do something, folks, for those that are privately watching. Yeah, I did. 1 sec. Right, there we go. Now the people who are watching privately, as I'm recording this, can now view it again.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
I don't like being kept in the dark, Captain.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Since when do we answer to the Spectres?
You're smart enough to know how things work, Commander. The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
I was impressed when I studied the reports from Torfin. A grim business, but you got the job done. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Just tell me what I have to do.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't... Need evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
I love the amount of lingering looks Shepard tends to give to...
Engaging stealth systems.
Bath screen.
Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
I love
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Alright, so right there, the reason why Nihilus's weapon was clipping, folks, is because I have like these like consistency cards. So a lot of the guns are going to look more akin to what we'll see in Mass Effect 3. Because again, the events of Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 3, I think maybe a year. Sorry, not a year. About 3 to 4 years only go by. So technology is not going to go through such a big jump.
I don't like putting my life in the hands of a Turian, sir.
Nihilus is on our side. He wants you in the Spectres, and he wants that beacon.
Ready and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Now, how the fuck do we get down from how high that ship is? That is ridiculous. Also, I'm surprised the game has... Did they okay, so... We really have the gameplay of earlier games, folks. So yeah, there we go. We have the toggle helmet there. Okay, so we have basic armor. That will eventually unlock pistols. So yeah, we have pistol training, but again, I'm surprised it's letting us equip the other weapons, and you used to not be able to. Alright, so as for Kaidan, we're going to upgrade his Sentinel, and... okay, yeah, that's about it. But yeah, okay. Let's check out mod settings. Yeah, it's still the same stuff like that. So okay, we'll ignore that for now. We'll see how the game goes. Hold on. I just want to learn the controls. There we go. I might change that. Okay. That's why it's hold. Because tapping swaps weapons. Oh yeah, I forgot how inaccurate the assault rifle is. Okay, and then hold this for the powers. We can map powers. Interesting. It's not letting us map powers. Was there no mapping of powers? Oh yeah, because you use directional buttons to command your squad. Okay. You can tell, folks, it's been a while since I played Mass Effect. And X is for grenade. Alright. So X is grenade, Y does not, B is melee.
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
Freaky looking things, aren't they?
So here we go. Is this an inventory? There was a mod, folks, that would install the... that would basically give us infinite sprint, but I opted to not install it.
Jenkins, take point.
So, Jenkins Alfred.
Right through his shields. We're at a chance.
Leave him. We need to finish the mission.
Aye, aye, sir.
Well, since they're letting us use assault rifles, and there seems to be no penalty, there's no reason why not to use the assault rifle.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
And you know, the same thing goes for Kaidan. Let's switch him up. And actually, you know what? Let's heal him. There we go. Now, this is a little bit of an inconsistency I do with this. We saw those things rip through James's shields, and they just completely demolished them with no effort. But yet, they could. All of a sudden, we can survive getting hit by them, and we saw Ashley getting hit there as well. Now, mind you, Ashley only got hit by one blast. But yeah, it's just a little bit of an inconsistency.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
Okay, Kaidan automatically switched to the pistol. It's his preferred
Gunnery
weapon.
Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
I need a status report, now.
We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
You just left the rest of your unit behind to die?
We held our position as long as we could. The Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
Lieutenant Alenko and I will take care of this.
Let me come with you, sir. The Geth slaughtered my unit. Give me a chance to get even.
She knows the area, Commander, and we could use the extra firepower.
Just don't forget who's in charge.
Understood, Commander. You give the orders and I'll follow them.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Move out.
Alright, so she has points. We are going to just boost her soldier stuff. So, one, it gives her health regeneration. Oh, does it only... Okay, it increases her max health and health regeneration. Makes her a pretty decent tank.
Beacon's at the far end of this trench.
And I am also... Okay, folks, I do want to point out, I'm using Quick Lou, which is why we're seeing my character just quickly shutting around. Like, as opposed to me confirming to grab something. Now, one mod was supposed to put the N7 patch on all other armors for Shepard, and not just the thing, but oh well.
That man was still alive when they stuck him on the spike.
Impaling victims instead of just shooting them. There must be some reason behind it.
Classic psychological warfare. They're using terror as a weapon.
Killing us isn't enough. The Geth want us to suffer.
Oh yeah, I wonder if I can turn up that banter. Because that is... let's lower down sound effects and music by 75 to 75%. So hopefully that will make that stand out a bit more.
Looks like the Geth beat us to it.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
Let's get moving. Williams, where's the camp?
It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
So yeah, I'm really enjoying the very quick. I do wish they would still give us the notification that we picked up something new. Let's see here. The damage is significantly higher. Let's give it to her. And we also got a new pistol. Give that to Caden, maybe. It only gets one shot. Wow. Okay, but again, the damage goes up by a fair bit, it looks like. Alright, let's check out this pistol. Okay, for some reason it's defaulting between that and the... So here we go, switch to pistol. Okay, it's actually a burst fire pistol. Don't know why. Again, I'm used to pressing X, folks, because again, later Mass Effect games have ammo counts, so I keep going to reload. Hence, me throwing the grenades.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh God, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
I always felt like they had that line, "Oh my God, they're still alive," way too soon. Oh my god, my power is still on cooldown.
It must take a few hours for the spikes to turn people into husks.
So, yeah, there we go, folks. Okay, so the powers are not on universal cooldown, but we can only map one power to quickly use. It's going to make it a real difficult thing to do. Maybe I should have played as an infiltrator, my next favorite playstyle.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna just override. Because again, we're not interested in doing all the mini
Thank the
games.
Maker.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
How did you end up in this shed?
We hid here during the attack. They must have come here for the beacon. Luckily, it wasn't here. It was moved to the spaceport earlier this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the Destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
You cannot silence the truth. My voice must be heard.
Oh my god! What did you do?
That might have been a little extreme, Commander.
You can't just go around whacking people in the head.
It was only a matter of time until he did something crazy and dangerous.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
Good luck, Commander.
And here we go, one of my other mods that I installed that will affect Saren's appearance. Give him some nice cool rollers.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
Nobody moves a muscle until we know who you are.
Nice going, Cole. I told you we should have stayed hidden.
It's okay. We're all on the same side here. We're just farmers. We've been hiding ever since that ship first showed up.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
If there's something you're not telling me...
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You greedy bastard. You weren't running for your life. You were running to check on your merchandise.
No, it's not like that. I just knew there were some packages here, something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
I'm only gonna ask this once. Think long and hard before you lie to me again. Are you sure all you've got is one lousy pistol?
Wait, I just remembered. I just had it in my pocket. You might as well take that too. That's everything, really.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
Would you rather be a snitch or a corpse?
Powell. His name's Powell.
No honor among thieves.
That's all I know, really. So let's try to keep things friendly from here on in, okay?
I have to go.
Good luck.
Okay, so we still, even though I removed the need for minigames, we still need to obviously have the necessary skills to interact with certain containers. Okay, we're going to use this so we can open up more dialogue options. And then we're going to invest in Adept so that way we can lower the cooldown time of our powers. So let's see. I don't think there's a universal statistic. So barrier reduces the recharge time by 4%. Reduce the recharge time by on BI times by 6%. Then A. See, I don't know if that stacks. I think it must stack, or it must be a max. So, like, obviously the max would then be 14%. Alright, let's see. For him, we'll do Sentinel. So that he will keep increasing his pistol use. And then... Ooh, undo. There we go. So he has some points of electronics. So that might be enough for us to get access to that locker that we just found. So let's increase her soldier abilities, and assault training will boost her melee and weapons damage. And this will just increase her survivability. So yeah, we'll do that. So hopefully her shields will last, when they recharge, they will last long enough for her health to start regenerating. So we're going to give Ashley the superior pistol. Oh wow, that assault rifle accuracy rating is way low. Okay, You know what? As much as I want to make her a tank, we're going to give her the most accurate assault rifle. As for shotguns, we don't have any shotguns. Ooh, we have a very good pistol. That's going to me. Alright, we're back. We're going back. Did I not name my Shepard? Oh my god, did I forget to name my character? Oh well. Everyone refers to your character as Shepard anyway, so I guess it doesn't overly matter. Right. So let's see here. Guess I'll equip that. It's not making much of a difference. And then as for him, we'll give him the pistol that I just, or actually unequipped. The one with the heatsink, but has this super high. Actually, no, we'll give him. See that? See, this one has slightly better stats. So there we go. Okay. So that's all our equipment updated. And again, we're gonna just bypass it because no more mini games. And again, the game switches my. Okay, that only has the sniper rifle for some reason. So we're gonna set this to Avenger 2. Set this to the Stinger 2. How accurate is this pistol? Ooh, I like the size of that Radicule. Not bad. Alright. Lots of explosive things there.
Commander, it's not.
And then there's Nas' dead body. We found some upgrades, so we're gonna loot that real quick, then go back to equipment. So let's see, how do we access upgrades from here? No, that's details. How do I do modifications? No, so that's marking for trash. Oh, you press X. The button. It was staring me in the face, folks. Okay, so we're also going to modify the pistol I currently have. Oh wow, we got an armor piercing round level 2. Super useful for synthetics. Alright, and then we have a combat sensor. So there we go. Now let's do Caden's pistol. Let's give his weapon a bit more force. So there we go. And then we'll give Ashley her assault rifle. Make sure she has the best assault rifle equipped. This one's better, the Avenger 2. We'll give her chemical rounds for funsies.
A Turian? You know him?
He's a Spectre. He was with us on the normal.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
I like the way you hid behind those crates during the fight. Really helped us out. Thanks a lot.
Me? But I'm just a dock worker. I don't even have a weapon. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
What the hell are you talking about?
There were 2 Turians here. Your friend and another one he called Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I had been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks. For the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Hand over those grenades. Now.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
Too many people died here for you to start jerking me around.
Okay, all right. There was something else. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform. Thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Imagine that, folks. You lie down for a quick nap, and that fucking nap saves your life from an alien attack.
You ditch work. Then you cower back here and do nothing while the Geth butcher everyone else.
I don't even have a gun. What was I supposed to do? Run out there and die? I couldn't save them. Nobody could. It was horrible.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Strangely enough, folks, it looks like my shield was up, but then I still took some damage there. I love how, because my squad just constantly firing, that get is just stuck in combat. And then there we go. Now I am going to see about changing my squad's use of powers, folks. I want to make it so that they use them a bit more often. So there you go. All they can use all their powers.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Okay, so that red blast takes off my entire shield and a tiny bit of my health. Right, while they can recover. We easily had time to spare to disarm these bombs. Alright, now we got some new gear, so let's just quickly look through it. Alright, we got some new light armor. Strangely, okay, wow, for some reason we got Krogan armor. Like, already. That is ridiculous. Alright, but let's see. Do we have any armor for myself? Motorized joints. Smash damage. Yeah, toxic resistance. Okay. Nothing really spectacular there. Let's check out the pistols. We got armor piercing round 2. Oh yeah, I forgot the Kernel style mod always appears at the top. Okay. So nothing spectacular there, folks. Tell the squad to come back. They're on their way. Good old Tro. Very useful when dealing with husks. Alright, enemy is down. We have some containers. I'm going to quickly open them up. Don't think there was one up here. Yeah, no, there wasn't. There we go. Again, we're spending very little time on the mini games. Like we're again me pressing goddamn X. So I thought that container was locked, so that's why I pressed X to skip the game. Oh, there we go. There's a container. There we go. So we did pick up some new equipment there. We have Banshee 2. Oh, new pistols. Nope. Okay, we got medium armor. So let's see. We'll equip that to Ashley. So there we go. And I will say, the new textures do look pretty nice. Check for upgrades. Yeah, we got some radioactive rounds. These rounds minus 50% cooldown reduction. So yeah, I'm definitely equipping that. Is there a way to see current percentage? Like, or at least the current thing. So, okay, recharge time is 60 seconds. But I don't think that's taken into account the 12% decrease. Sorry, the 8% decrease from that. And then the additional one from my pistol, which is a minus 15. Oh, here we go. We can look at info. Nope, just tells us what the ability does. So Tro is now on cooldown. Yeah, see, this is sort of my issue with playing as a biotic in Mass Effect 1. The power system was not yet as fluid as we're going to get in the future games. If I can, I would happily look up some kind of calculator.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
No.
Shepard! No, don't touch it! Too dangerous!
Now, there was no indication that Ashley started floating, folks, so I always felt that leap that Shepard does to catch her always felt off to me. And it still does. You could have just tackled her, then tossed her. But no, they make you do this leap to like grab her and then you throw her.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be
Oof. Again, the mod author who made Siren Stages. Mwah. Oh, it looks absolutely fantastic.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Like the morning after shore leave. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
I expect better of my people, Williams. You endangered our entire mission.
Don't be so hard on her, Commander. We have no idea if that's what actually set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I don't suppose it occurred to you that Eden Prime has medical facilities?
Listen, you're better off in this infirmary than in any hospital on Eden Prime. Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
I don't want her on my ship.
I'm the captain of this ship, Commander, and I want Williams on our crew.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
The Council can kiss my ass. I won't let them blame me for losing the beacon. I didn't do anything wrong.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
They'll think I'm crazy.
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
When have they ever done anything for humanity?
If we expose Saren as a traitor, the Council will revoke his Spectre status. I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Hey, Commander.
After what happened to Jenkins, the crew could use some good news. They'll be glad to hear you're okay.
Sounds like you're disappointed I survived.
I never want to see anything bad happen to a fellow Marine, Commander. Let's just leave it at that.
You have a problem with me, Chief?
You questioned my competence through the entire mission.
Best way to stop that is to show me you're competent. But I don't remember inviting you to come back to the ship with us.
You didn't. Captain Anderson did.
I need to go speak with Joker.
Goodbye, Commander.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
I'm glad to see you're feeling better, Commander.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
You're lucky, Commander. Your implants use the L3 configuration. Lieutenant Alenko has the older L2, far more complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
And that we were able to replenish our grenades. I think. There's the mod. That's how the mod should work. I will quickly just double check everything. We're going to be selling a good bit of this stuff once we get to the Citadel, and then also once I'm done talking to everyone.
Glad to see you're okay.
Okay,
Commander.
we're pretty much there. We're gonna end this video here, folks. Yeah. The next video will be us arriving. Talk to.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on
Salmon. Get all that juicy extra XP. Now, because Mass Effect has one of my favorite systems of lore, like I think I first saw it in Assassin's Creed, or it was maybe this, but I love how Mass Effect has the way they did their codex. I just want to demonstrate it real quick, folks. So let's see, if we go to primary, okay, I do have some special guests watching this as I'm recording. You can't hear them, folks, but I'm gonna let them pick a category. So guests, which category should I pick? There's no wrong choices.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the...
Alright, so weapons and armors. Yep.
Kinetic...
Alright, so we'll go with... shields.
Kinetic barriers, more commonly called shields, provide protection against most mass accelerator weapons.
So,
whether on a starship or a soldier's suit of armor, the basic principle remains the same. Kinetic barriers are repulsive mass effect fields, projected from tiny emitters. These shields safely deflect small objects traveling at rapid velocities. This affords protection from bullets and other dangerous projectiles, but still allows the user to sit down without knocking away their chair. The shielding afforded by kinetic barriers does not protect against extremes of temperature, toxins, or radiation.
So, there you go, folks. One of my favorite features of Mass Effect, now again, Assassin's Creed used to do it up to an extent, this was before they brought out the special tours that you could do, like the special DLC tours. But back in the day, I think they stopped at around Assassin's Creed 3. But basically, you have these lore
Combat
sections
hard suits use it
where you can essentially listen to the lore. And now, folks, anyone who follows my channel for a while, you know how much I eat up that lore. Oh, it's so delicious. It is fantastic. I love how they do it. Now, obviously, secondary history is you have to read it. Like, for example, the Citadel statistics. Rotation, 35 minutes per revolution. Rotational gravity in the wards, 1 point to of Earth, so it's slightly stronger than Earth. Rotational gravity in the Presidium is 0.3, so there's actually less gravity. I think that means there should be less gravity. The total length of the Citadel is 12.8 kilometers. Its diameter is 12.8 kilometers. The ward's length, it's breaking down separations. So we have the total length, we have the ward length, we have the that's interesting. Then we have like the population, 13.2 million. So yeah, folks, and again, we're gonna see like what that all translates to scale. We have some information on ships, like such as their sensors and all that. And strangely enough, biotic amps and whatnot. Like, you'd think that type of stuff would be a bit more interesting. Or, I think this will talk about the timeline. Like, I think this could have been a nice little listen to. Like, 2069 Armstrong Outpost. Like, that would have been cool to listen to. Like, how humanity has progressed from 2069 onwards. But in our case, we're going to save the game here, folks, just in case something goes horribly wrong. We're not going to save there because we were told to use that save potentially to fix some of the mods earlier, so we're going to use save 2. There we go, game is saved. I'm going to pause the game because I do plan to come back. At the time of this recording, I do plan to go back into recording, maybe after I finish making a cup of tea or drinking a pint of water, because I need to keep my water intake up. But now, folks, so far the game is running smoothly, but again, that Citadel, especially the Citadel, is going to be the big test, folks. If the Citadel does not work, I may have to. There's one mod that I think is going to push my game and computer to its absolute limits, and the Citadel is going to be the big test for that. So I am very curious. Now, unfortunately, if I like the idea of the mod, but if this causes me to crash or the game to freeze up and crash, I'm going to have to uninstall it. In either case, I'm the Celtic Nerd, signing out. One name, one sky.